WrestleMania week kicks off tonight. Here we go.
I can't believe it! Yes! Yes! The Rock is going to WrestleMania! Randy in position for another curb stop. Oh, my God! Unbelievable counter! Oh, my God! Unbelievable!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a very, very special edition of In This Very Ring. Why is it special? Because it's WrestleMania weekend. It is my weekend of Jubilee. It is every wrestling fan's weekend of Jubilee. And we kick things off with the Hall of Fame tonight, right now. I am the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. I am the man they call Ritz. And joining me as he does each and every Friday night, the mayor of Toasty Town, Butters.
What's up?
Pete will be here in just a few minutes. He's getting everything squared away on his end. But let me tell you, Philadelphia is wild already. If Smackdown and the Hall of Fame, even the first little bit, have anything to do with how this weekend is going to go, this is going to be epic. I cannot wait. I have been on cloud nine all day long. I watched the Pat McAfee show earlier. Did you watch that? You need to put that on.
I have been working and I fell asleep during SmackDown.
you need to put that on while you're working tomorrow. You have to.
I will, because I'll have my earbuds tomorrow.
Oh man, it was incredible. So we've got the Hall of Fame going on right now. We're going to be talking about that throughout. Sorry, I'm sharing the show out. We're going to be talking about that throughout. We're not going to be on for the whole thing. We kind of thought that they would, do the Hall of Fame right at 9, but they had a little half-hour pre-show as they got everything ready. So we're going to talk about what speeches we can. We'll also be previewing night 1 of WrestleMania. If he's first, this makes me so happy because this is what we wanted to react to. So
I get that. Wow.
I'm super excited for it, if that is the case. And we're going to be live all weekend long. At the end of the show, we will reveal the live schedule for this weekend, letting you know where you can catch us, how you can catch us, this, that, and the other thing. So definitely something that you guys are going to want to keep your eye to. Exactly. Definitely something you're going to want to keep your eye out for. We are brought to you by our friends at Allen Z Travel. Allen Z Travel specializes in creating the vacation of your dreams at Disney, Universal, or wherever your heart calls you. Let their talented team of travel experts, including yours truly, create a custom vacation for you without any of the stress. Head on over to allenz-travel.com/take the trip. We can start planning your next magical vacation as early as tonight. Oh, man. I am literally so amped right now. I put the jersey. I wasn't going to wear the jersey. The jersey doesn't, I would never wear this out in public. I knew it wasn't going to fit when I bought it fully, enough to wear. But this is the WrestleMania 35 jersey. I have Ritz on the back, right? But I put it on, and I just got jacked immediately as soon as I put it on. It looks like Paul Heyman is the first inductee into the Hall of Fame this year. So, Butters, I want to ask you, I want to start this out with a little bit of a question here. When you think of Paul Heyman, what moment, we all think of ECW and how fitting it is that they're doing Paul Heyman in Philadelphia, right? But what moment stands out for you as the Paul Heyman moment?
Dear God. Oh, shit. Oh, wow. You would ask me that right about now when I'm still waking up. Thank you.
You're welcome. You knew this was happening.
I know. Leave me alone. I didn't do it.
No, didn't want to work Tuesdays.
That was a good one. That was a great speech. I mean, his introduction of Brock Lesnar, to WWE. Oh, dang, where did everybody go? You there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Sorry, I had a mishap with my computer.
No worries.
No. His introduction of Brock Lesnar, his time as the Smackdown general manager, introducing Benoit as the number one, Royal Rumble, number one for the Royal Rumble, just stuff like that.
Yeah, see, I would have to say, like, when I think Paul Heyman and, I said not to think of ECW and everything like that. When I think about his time as SmackDown general manager and all the bits that he would do with Vince, with Flair, his stuff with the Tribal Chief right now as the Wiseman has been phenomenal. It's been great, right? You can't discount him for that. But it's that one night stand promo for me where I was like, all right, this is Paul Heyman. This is why he is the guy he is. Right? I love that line. He says he's the greatest of all time. And he is. I think he is the greatest manager of all time. Let's get our third man in here. Let's get him to weigh in. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, the OGP of A2D. Where is my mouse? Pete Evans. You're muted, buddy.
I know. I wasn't trying to talk yet.
Fair enough. So, Pete, I want to ask you.
I got some sounds going on in my house right now, so I don't know what's about to happen. I think there's a critter in my roof and ceiling somewhere. So this show is on being conducted on dangerous conditions.
So I'll ask you, as Roman Reigns makes his entrance here to the Hall of Fame to induct the wise man, when I say Paul Heyman and take out ECW, right, and you can even take out those wise man character right now, what's that moment that comes to mind?
You said take out ECW, right?
Yeah. Oh, Nia throwing up that one. They made a point to point her out.
I don't know, man. I'm older than you two, so I may go back a ways. I may go back to where he did the Dangerous Alliance back in the early 90s in WCW with Larry Zbyszko, Ravisher Rick Rude, had Steve Austin in there for a little bit, had Missy Hyatt by his side for a little bit, had the big old Zach from Saved by the Bell cell phone. He was the first manager to have that. I mean, it's been so many different iterations of Paul Heyman, man. I'm referring to WCW as Paulie Dangerously at that time. But to see where he's at now, that moment, I would honestly probably say in the last 4 years, it's the moment where he aligned himself with Roman. SummerSlam 2020. Yeah,
when Roman became a Paul Heyman guy, that was huge. And you think about that phrase, Paul Heyman guy. We say it like it's a commonality, but think of that list: Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, Roman Reigns,
right?
3 absolute icons in the wrestling industry. 3 such polarizing characters. As this putt says, acknowledge me.
Hey, man, and that's the craziest part, right? Just to kind of speak on where we're at with this iteration of Paul Heyman. If you go back and you think of those mid 2010s, 2015, 2016, those matches that he had with Brock, and how Heyman used to be the guy to say, Roman, you're not it. You're not the guy. You can't beat the beast. You go into Suplex City. You know what I mean? Like all that, to see that, and then where he's at now, and I don't. It's such a prominent role, like he was when he was attached to Brock, but in a very, very, very different capacity, but still has that same amount of presence. Because when he speaks, his voice still carries weight. Remember, there's been times where he would come to a show, he would come to Raw, and we would all tune in just to see what he would be saying on behalf of Roman Reigns. You know what I mean? It's just he's.
Well,
I can't call him the greatest of all time, but he's up there. He's
but
definitely.
Here's why I think he's the greatest of all time, and Roman's kind of talking about it right now, about someone that cuts a promo and being able to do a promo.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the biggest keys in a promo is being able to talk about the person that you're representing, but also put over the other guy too. Paul Heyman could walk out there and take a match that we were all kind of like, this is okay, and turn that into, oh my God, this is going to be the greatest match on the card. What Paul Heyman could walk out here tonight in Philadelphia, and no disrespect to LA Knight and AJ Styles, but when you think about that match, out of all the matches.
He was saying,
you lost him.
I'm guessing he was about to say that the match between Ellen and AJ Styles, out of all the matches happening, that's been the most. Honestly, that's been the storyline that's been getting the most outside of the ring. I mean, we had the house call, right? We had today at WWE World, right? So I think he was going with maybe like how Heyman, if he was involved in that match, maybe how he can heighten that match. Maybe that's where he was going with that thought process. Not too sure. I don't know. I think he's the only guy on A2D that ever have an audio avatar of a picture of himself. I'm just gonna say that. I'm just gonna say that. Man, I don't know. Honestly, I'm not taking anything away from Paul. You know, from Paul Heyman. For me personally, it's Bobby the Brain Heenan. That's just me. Call me old school. You want to say when I was the most impressionable when I was a kid, but just what he did at the 80s. I literally watched WrestleMania 5 where I was at. This dude, he came down to the ring because he had the Heenan family 5 times and he wrestled a match. I mean, don't get me wrong. Heyman, I would say this, in that role, I would take Heenan. But as contributions to what we love while we're doing this right now, Butters, it's very hard for me to put people above Paul Heyman. From being a booker, being a manager, being an advocate, whatever you want to call him, right? It's so many different facets that he has brought, and how many hats he's had to wear, and how much controversy he's had, his implant on ECW, and where we're at. Very few people outside of probably Vince, and for whatever reason, he who should not be named, right? But just as far as where we're at presently, he has a lot to do with that, and his stature, his voice carries a lot of weight, So while I'm watching, I can't hear the audio feed because of the fact of just my setup.
Yeah,
right
same.
now. But
I got it up on the screen, and I volume turned off, and
because I don't think we can get closed caption on a live thing. But people in the chat, caption. Yours has closed caption. Well, I'm watching on my phone.
Okay, that could be that very. You might be able to on yours. I don't think I've actually delved deep into that before, but I mean, I could call me personally, to your point. Heenan, greatest of all time in your eyes because of what you grew up with. Mine, of course, would say Paul Heyman is the greatest of all time, with the way I grew up with. And Paul Heyman, of course, I feel like you can take him today, he can start his own promotion again, and everybody be eyes on that the whole time.
Yeah,
skyrocket, shoot it off. This is to Heyman's talent. Managerial wise. You pick the next, person you want to be the next big superstar, and I think Heyman could elevate them to the top like he's done with his Bloodline story.
And we see Heyman giving hugs to Tommy Dreamer, Bubba Ray, well deserved,
RVD.
and it's only fitting in Philly, right? It's only fitting in Philly.
Yes.
I may be
all
at
these ECW originals.
Yeah, I may be at the 2300 Arena tomorrow, the original ECW arena. I was with Blue Meanie last night, and saw Braun and up close a person, and Al Snow, and that some stories were told, and some drinks were had. It was really, really good times. And you see this embrace right now between Heyman and Roman, and that's just a lot. That's a long lineage, man. It's a long lineage, man. And then this is where you can just kind of we have this saying all the time, right? And welcome back to Andy. Give people their flowers, and this is really giving Paul his flowers. I can't think of a better Hall of Fame induction for a time, person, and place, because this is what he did here for ECW in Philly. I mean, if there's ever a place he's going to get inducted into the Hall of Fame, this would be it. This is very, very fitting.
And that,
I was about to say, had they not done this would have been a huge missed opportunity.
A huge missed opportunity.
We've talked about it for years, that when the conversation started coming up about promoters in the Hall of Fame and the conversation with Bischoff, we always said, when you do Paul, you have to do it in Philly.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do it in Jersey. You can't do it anywhere else. You know, I find myself getting a little emotional because I've connected with Paul for so long over the years. And when I did my my bar mitzvah a few years back, and the rabbi was like, "Hey, you need to pick a Jewish hero. We make all the kids pick a Jewish hero." Yeah! I'm sorry. That line from Paul, I had to pop. That's an amazing line. It got everybody standing. But they said pick a Jewish hero, and I was like, I know one Jewish guy in like the celebrity world and whatever that I connect with, and it's this schmuck right here on screen. And that you damn right. Oh, it was perfect.
It just not caught up for me. I'm that far behind from y'all.
This is already fantastic.
That's amazing, man. Like he embraces it. He's never been the type to shy away of anything in controversy, anything that people are saying about him. He leans into it even more. He embraces it, and that's what makes Paul so unique. You know,
Yes.
I'm almost to the point where we really shouldn't even be calling him by his first name. It's almost Mr. Heyman at this point, to be honest with you. That's the type. That's what he deserves. You know, and he's definitely earned that. So, I'm not finding myself getting emotional or anything like that, but it's just weird, man. It's weird seeing people go in that you can kind of just backtrack their whole story. So, but
it's. I love how they had all the ECW guys right there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Oh, we're getting a little family shout out too. Wow, they got big. I remember watching a video where he had like his kids and they were really, really young. Oh, they're next to Punk. That's cool. Punk. Hell yeah. I like that. And that's the thing about Paul. He's going to put everybody over without having to say anything.
Yup.
That's awesome. I love this side of Paul. It's hard not to just get real excited watching these Hall of Fame speeches. Like watching these Hall of Fame speeches, because you get to see them be just themselves, and that's what's so key and so crucial. And I was kind of hoping this was at the back end, because like all I want to do is sit here and watch this.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, Paul. This is great. This is absolutely fantastic. If you guys haven't already, guys, make sure that you guys like, share, and subscribe. I'm gonna put that right over Butters' face right there.
Thanks very much.
You're welcome. I like that line too. How he says this is a class completely picked by Triple H. And he was the first person picked. Triple H has got so much love this entire weekend, and he doesn't know what to do with it. You got to watch him on the Pat McAfee show. They don't know what to do with him. And he's putting Triple H over so well.
Yeah, I've definitely got to go back and watch this, listen to this speech.
This is great.
This is fantastic. How he's putting everybody over, and the love that Triple H has gotten this week. Then Pete, did you watch Pat McAfee's show?
I had to go get my little earbuds so that way I could listen.
Yeah, that's what I got. I got it in here. Yeah, if you guys are just joining us, we are watching the Hall of Fame. Throughout this, we're going to talk about WrestleMania Night 1 as well. But for right now, we're just enjoying the Paul Heyman speech.
Mm-hmm.
And look at that. This is why I love Paul, how he's putting everybody over.
Stephanie sighting, huh?
Yeah. And dressed up like ECW Stephanie, too.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Yeah. And the way he just walks around a ring like he owns it and he commands it. And the man's never wrestled a day in his life, but he owns that ring when he steps into it. Wow, a Paul Levesque chant. They're saying that's a first. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, for as much as Trips was as a performer, how he seems so selfish, and now you get to see the true Trips, and you realize how unselfish he actually is. It's amazing, man.
Yep.
And
Uh-oh. You good?
I'm good. But, and Sean Spellman, if you guys haven't watched it yet, Pat and Triple H do the water spin at the same time. McAfee show is awesome. I'm still working through it, but Triple H, to piggyback off what you're saying, Pete, he likes being behind the scenes so much more, and you can tell how much he's like, no, I don't want it about me. I don't want it to be about me. Stop it.
Yep.
I wonder if they're giving him a full hour. There's only 5. if they're going to give him an Undertaker treatment.
Oh God, you know they're gonna give him Undertaker treatment. What else?
I mean, you almost have to, right? Because a lot of people are
Mhm.
thinking that Rock's going to do something at the end that's going to kind of set up for tomorrow.
God, they couldn't have gotten an uglier box.
It's purposeful.
No, I get it, but
So Paul with the line saying that it's to Stephanie she married the wrong Paul.
Great line.
I will say this, and this may shock some who's in here, it may shock no one, but every promotion.
Hold on. Did you just hear that line?
Yeah.
It's a great line. You're 2 seats down from Haku.
But every promotion, AEW, TNA, ROH, they're all just trying to be ECW. Not as far as what the product, but to hit that status. And no one's ever done it. No one's ever done it. Yeah. So I mean, it's just hats off.
It can never be replicated. It was magic in a bottle, and they'll never be able to do it again. Spellman says his son's dressing like a banana tomorrow. Me in a Seth Rollins red sleeveless leather outfit. Arnone's giving a banner, and they're gonna have it in this very ringside. We're road 10 ringside tomorrow night. Absolutely. Anybody that spots Spellman, send us a screen grab of it.
Don't we talk about how cool. And layer up, Sean, please, because it's going to be cold. Yeah, this comment right here, let's put it up real quick. Yeah, Don, I know there was an earthquake in the Northeast today. I did not personally feel it. I know some areas in South Jersey and Philly felt it, but everybody seems to be okay.
Yeah, we're down in the South, so we did not have an earthquake, but everybody that I've talked to is okay. Our thoughts and prayers go out to anybody that was affected by it. I know it wasn't super crazy, but still. It's crazy how eloquently he speaks.
Yes.
And how sophisticated he speaks and how intelligent he speaks.
Even with profanity.
Yes. I'm also, he speaks with his mother with such reverence and such love.
Yes.
Oh, wow. We're going to see the man cry.
Hold on. What's going on, Matt? You got to sell your tickets for Sunday. What?
Yeah. What? Why, my brother?
Hopefully everything is all right, man.
Let us know. We may be able to help you out there.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. For sure. For sure.
Oh, he's calling out Cody.
Got to get a little work in, right?
Oh, he spun the. And the respect that he has. Oh my god, I'm so, and I don't know if it's because the emotions of the weekend, it's such, I'm so sad that I'm not there, but the respect that he has out of character for everybody, it's incredible. Don, we are doing live WrestleMania reactions. We're going live as the show goes on the air both nights on Facebook and Twitter only. We're only doing the main event on YouTube. Here we go.
Hats off to you, Matt.
Yo, but I respect that, though. I respect that he's not going to go. Right? I greatly... Is that the jacket? Be the jacket. It's the jacket! That thing still fits. Huh. Son of a gun. It still fits. I love it how the clothes can make a character. Oh my God. There you go, Pete. There you go, buddy.
I think you're the furthest ahead. Like I'm probably like 20, 30 seconds behind you.
Okay.
I think I know what's coming though.
I was about to say y'all are way ahead of me.
Look how beat up that box is.
Yeah.
Duct tape.
I think that's the real box that he keeps it all in too. That ain't the same hat though. Just throwing that one out there. Wow. Like
wow, I can't believe it still fits.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I went back in time about 20 years though.
There's the phone, remember?
Listen to that part. This is so good.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
He had the ponytail back then, but that's all right.
Yep. Oh man.
Such a great speech goes so far.
It's holy crap. Oh, this is so good. I legit wish WWE would buy the building and just name it the ECW building. Or Paul, just buy the building.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. This is fantastic.
I mean, honestly, if there is no ECW, you don't get Stone Cold. You do not.
Yeah.
No.
We don't have a lot of things that we have now.
No.
Is that Spike?
Don't know yet.
That was next to Devon?
I didn't look.
That is Spike next to Devon.
Okay.
And that's Al Snow.
Dang.
He's so right with this concept.
Yes.
He's talking about ECW still lives on. And he's so right.
That is true. ECW is the Napster of wrestling, man.
Yes. I can agree to that.
Holy crap. They're going to bleep it out, but holy crap. Oh, I need this. Cut the Triple H. I need Triple H's reaction. He goes off. The man is terrifying looking.
Oh shit! Oh, you hit it with the SMD. Oh my god!
SMFD. Yeah,
Wow.
buddy.
I'm not gonna hold you. This is probably when this is all said and done. This is probably gonna be the best Hall of Fame speech ever.
No, you stop it.
I'm serious.
Takers, man.
Man, Taker was a preacher, but listen, hey, it's different. I will sit here and tell you right now, Paul Heyman's contributions to wrestling and sports entertainment is greater than Taker's.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? It's just because Taker he only did one role. Paul did it all.
He is on fire.
He's on one right now.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
Dang.
Oh my god. Holy crap.
This is great. This is absolutely
amazing.
Cool.
Oh, here we go. It's a clean watch. AJ looks like a soccer mom. Wow. Truly one of the best ever. I love the heart that he has for this business.
I agree.
Ooh. Big quiche.
Is Buddy Matthews there or no?
I didn't see him, no. Oh. WWE Universal Champion. And the crowd is eating this up.
Hall of Fame.
Not a pride. That was incredible.
It's finishing up for me now.
That was honestly incredible. Would have been great for him to close out, but I like him starting it too.
Get the crowd fired up.
Yeah. That was awesome. That was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. Pete, you alluded to it already, right? It might be, honestly, one of the best Hall of Fame speeches of all time. And I like these smaller classes. I like the more...
Makes it more intimate.
Yeah, they give them more time to talk. I like that it's done in the ring. I like that it's done after Smackdown. I like that everybody's still around. I didn't like how they were set up tonight.
Right.
That felt really weird. But you've been giving everybody the opportunity to talk. You've been giving everybody the opportunity to go out there and tell stories and lead them and get hype and get energetic and put people over. And not storylines be damned, right? For some of these people that are still involved, like Paul Heyman. I mean, for the love of God, he bowed to Cody Rhodes. He said, Cody, I wish your dad was here tonight. Oh, but tomorrow I'm gonna whoop your ass. Like, my guy's beat shit out of you. You know what I mean? Like,
it's amazing, man. It's like it puts it in perspective for you. Kind of go along and you know the history, you know the story, you know the Book of Paul, but it really doesn't set in until they talk about it themselves. Because that's the one thing. A lot of these guys, they had that and females, they have that alpha personality, right? But the reason why they do this is for us. They can't get what we give them anywhere else. You know what I mean? And they chase that. And they chase that, and they chase that, and they chase that. Some chase it so hard to a fault. Hence why we have Dark Side of the Ring. Hence why we just had the A&E, but British the Bulldog. I didn't even know he didn't even make it to 40. I didn't even know that.
Really?
I forgot. Yeah, he didn't even. He was 39.
Well, I knew he didn't make it to 40. I didn't know you didn't know.
No, yeah. I didn't. I was like, all right, he has to be at least 40. No, I was like 39. I'm like, whoa, it's
Yeah.
amazing, man. It's you just don't think it doesn't put it in perspective like Paul just did, like Mr. Heyman. From now on, this day, April the 5th, 2024. From now on, OGP will only refer to Paul Heyman as Mr. Heyman in any capacity.
I can
Because
respect
that's what he
that.
deserves.
I can respect that. I'm okay with that because I think you're right. Right. There are very few people in this world. There are very few people in this industry. There are very few people in the realm of what we do to where they are loved and respected no matter what they say. Paul could have walked out there the night in a Cowboys jersey. And I think he still would have gotten over.
Yeah.
That's the kind of person that Paul Heyman is. And I have my list of people that I've always wanted to meet. I have my list, and I've been crossing names off that list. But there are very few names at the top of that list that I don't know if it'll ever happen. Paul Heyman is on that list. Paul Heyman is like the third person on that list. And I can only hope one day that there is the opportunity to meet Paul Heyman. Not to do the whole, oh man, you did so much for the wrestling industry. No, I don't care about that. I'm not going to be that typical fan. Just to be able to say, I met Paul Heyman. Right? And we've got about 13 minutes left here. I could spend the rest of that 13 minutes talking about Paul and talking about the Hall of Fame. I'm really glad they did this here because he did take up, such a large part of that first hour. But I do want to get, because Pete, you're not on with us this weekend. I'm actually going to close out the Hall of Fame because
I think the next inductee is Bull Nakano. Hats off to her.
Absolutely. I need my other screen. So I want to get your thoughts, Pete, because you're not on with us this weekend. We are doing, like I said, we are doing live reactions this weekend. We will be going live as WrestleMania goes on the air, whatever time zone you're in. We're going to do live reactions. We've got a whole round table set up. Butters is actually going to come over here after we finish up this show. We're going to get the whole area set up. If you're familiar with last year, how we did it, same way. We've got a lot more people lined up. We're going to be rotating people through all weekend long. We're going to be live on Facebook and Twitter or X the whole show. So at 7 o'clock, go to A2D Radio on Facebook. That's where you can find us. We're going to be live the whole show. When the main event starts, when that bell goes ding ding, at least as of now, we're trying to figure out some of the technical side of it. The plan is when that bell goes ding ding, we are going live on YouTube for the main event. There's some technical things we got to figure out, and I have left that up with our great friend Ralph to figure out for me. Now I got to work with this weekend. So we're going to go through all the matches, or at least most of them. Obviously, Butters and I aren't going to weigh in a whole lot because we're going to be doing that all weekend long. So I want to get your thoughts. We're going to really focus on night one because that is first. And I'm just going to go down this list here on Wikipedia. No particular order. Rhea Ripley, Becky Lynch for the Women's World Championship.
Rhea.
Why?
Because I think Becky needs an overhaul. I think it's time. And I think you need a reason for her to not go away for an extended period of time, but you need a reason for her to reinvent herself. And she's been doing the same entrance to man. You really think about it for the last 5 years. You know what I mean? Since then, Seth has had two or three different theme songs. So it's kind of one of those things where I just think for her, this is probably I'll say the first time in her career, second time in her career, and I think it's time for her to reinvent herself. And I just don't think it's time for Rhea. Rhea needs to take that next step. Even though she's had the title now for over a year, a calendar year, it's still time. Like she still has steps on that ladder that she can go. And I don't think I don't think that Becky needs it. I don't think Becky is to that point where she needs it. And if I'm to that point now where Rhea drops it, I want Rhea to drop it to someone who it's going to elevate.
I think so. I think you're absolutely right there. And obviously, I'm going to weigh in a lot this weekend on that. So we're going to keep rolling here. Gunther, Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, Gunther. I love Sammy, but he's not the one to do it.
No, it needs to be Chad Gable.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's going to be Chad now either because I think Chad's going to turn. You know what? After Monday night, I don't think so.
Braun Breaker on Monday night.
That could happen, dude.
I'll be so mad.
But from what we've heard, what I've been hearing on the dirt sheets is saying that they want him to kind of work his way up through that. And if you can't have him show up and then beat Gunther, who's been a 700+ day reign as champion.
Yeah.
That's the complete opposite of what the dirt sheets are saying. That's probably the complete, and I think he was going to SmackDown anyway, if I'm not mistaken.
He is on SmackDown. I just threw it out there.
Stop trying to throw cogs in the wheel, Butters.
Anyway, the 6-pack tag team ladder match. There's only one real answer here.
I mean, could it be Awesome Truth? Should it be Awesome Truth?
I think so.
One could say. I don't think. I would like to still keep it on the Judgment Day, but then something else needs to happen to where the Judgment Day could do the New Day rule or the Freebird rule, and then have JD start wrestling more important matches with Finn with the strap. But if it's not Judgment Day, then I will want it to be Awesome Truth. That's my only two options in that. Judgment Day retain or Awesome Truth. Because it's a 6-pack tag team ladder match, right? So the belts are going to be, or like we talked about, Green Room Talk, you said it kind of the same thing. It's like when I think it was Cole said, where they have the titles, right? And the titles are going to be split. Yeah. So I think that's a real possibility as well. One team's going to have one belt and the other team's going to have the other ones.
The match doesn't end until all 4 belts are removed.
Okay.
Yes.
Brother versus brother. Jay versus Jimmy.
I mean, it's very few things this weekend that I feel like are very black and white. I feel like it has to be Jay. However, somebody said this, and they did a little 6-minute video on WWE's YouTube hyping up Jay versus Jimmy, and they did it for Raw. Jimmy showed so much personality in that 6-minute video that you ever get to see with the bloodline.
I think Jimmy needs it more than Jay does, but I also don't think Jay can afford to lose another high-profile match right, and still call yourself main event Jey Uso.
Yep.
Right?
But Jimmy, it can still be a classic, though, and Jimmy can still
show up and show out.
Right, exactly.
The 6-woman tag match: Bianca, Jade, and Naomi versus Damage Control.
Man, listen. After these 2 nights of WrestleMania, there is no more Damage Control. Move it on. Damage Control out of here.
Ray, and so now they're saying it's Ray and Andrade.
It's Ray and Andrade.
Santos and Dominic because Dragon Lee got attacked, which I like that better. I like Ray and Andrade. I think that's a better fit.
Yeah, so I'm going to say Santos and Dominic because Carlito's turning.
I think so too. I think so. Carlito is turning.
Yeah.
But
it needs it. I can't. He's never been a face. I just.
It was nice to see Andrade back with Selena today.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Bloodline: Rock and Roman versus Cody and Seth. Obviously, huge implications for Sunday.
That's the whole card for Saturday.
That's the whole card for Saturday.
Oh, so the ladder match is probably going to go long. Jay and Jimmy's going long.
There's 7 matches. I think everything's going no fewer than maybe 20 minutes.
And is Rhea and Becky kicking off tonight?
I don't know. I read it top down.
Okay. Dude, like there's so many different ways they can go. I think Rock and Roman win, but I think the seeds is planted. I don't think they win like in a sense of like it's not a clear cut win, right? It's a win, but there is some miscommunication there. But you want all the odds stacked against your baby face going in the next tomorrow night. You don't want it to be easy, right? You don't want it to be bloodline doesn't come in or what have you, and all this bloodline. No, you want it to be chaos because you need that to happen to be able to take the title off of Roman, right? And I think that's what needs to happen because you need a reason for The Rock to be down there tomorrow night, on Sunday night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're still going to love it. We're still going to believe I'm pretty sure there's going to be points tomorrow night where you're going to mark out, you're going to get into the match, and you're going to think Seth's going to get a stomp. You know what I mean? And then you're going to forget
it, right?
Yes.
And I want to bring this up. I was going to go over night 2 with you, but I want to bring this up. I've watched a lot of WWE material today, whether it be the Pat McAfee show or the Kickoff show or Cody Rhodes on the MMA Hour, which I have to finish that too. I watched so much stuff all week long. Everybody has been talking about that this is the end of the beginning. That there's a new chapter starting after WrestleMania. Do you think there is something that everybody knows that we don't, bigger than Cody winning the title this weekend?
Bigger than Cody winning the title?
Or are they all telling us, hey, Cody's winning?
I think everybody's telling you Cody's winning. Like and one of the biggest, for me, the biggest tell so far has been, I don't know where he said it at, but Cody was like, if I don't finish the story and I don't win, I might as well join commentary. We all know that ain't gonna happen.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, but honestly, the new beginning, I mean, really, honestly, after he wins, if Rock and Roman, they don't see eye to eye on Sunday night, that's that build to 41, which most likely is going to be in Minneapolis. It's cold as shit next year because Nick Khan said we're not doing it in the Northeast anymore unless it has a retractable roof. Guess what? Minnesota has a retractable roof.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying? So, not Minnesota, Minneapolis. So I think that is bigger, and that's the beginning. And you can still keep.
You don't know Minneapolis is in Minnesota, right?
Right, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. I said Minnesota has a retractable roof, not the state of Minnesota has a retractable
Everybody knew what you meant because of Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah,
aren't you the guy on the football show?
Listen here, okay, never mind. Mr. Layman, you made me lose my train of thought. No, so and I still think you can keep the bloodline iteration. It just won't be with that tribal chief. It won't be as prominent as it was with Roman as the figurehead, but you don't have to lose that, especially when you know you have Tama Tonga in the wings. He's already signed. And then you have, I think, Haku's son maybe signed, and then you also have Zilla Fatu coming, which is Umaga's son. That's going to be big. Something that happened tonight on the send-off for SmackDown. If you didn't notice, when Cody got done and he hit those ropes, he went like this.
I saw that.
You see what I'm saying? Now, I don't know, because even when Cody was part of BC, he really wasn't.
He brought up BC on the Pat McAfee show.
So it really wasn't heelish, though, right? So I don't know, man. Like, you don't know what you're going to Sunday night. That can happen. I don't want to see. So does Seth not need surgery at all anymore? Is he 100%?
I don't know.
Because that's the thing. Like, if Seth is 100%, I can see him turning on Cody. But if he's not 100% and he needs to go away for a little bit, I don't want to see that. I wanted to see complete, utter chaos on it. It's almost like I want to see Great American Bash 1990 when the Four Horsemen came out and Dudes with Attitude came out. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. And that canceled out everybody, and then it ended up being Sting and Flair in the ring. That's what I want this to be. I want it to be chaos, but I want to get to a point to where Cody Rhodes is pinning Joe NOI, Roman Reigns. You see what I'm saying? And then Roman can just, listen, dude, this is a great run you've had. No one's going to take it away from you. I think at this point, I will say this: outside of looks and body and all that shit, and it's the voice. This is the greatest Samoa run I've ever seen.
Yeah.
To me, this run has. It's going to sound crazy. People may not like it. I'm putting him above The Rock, in my opinion. For me, as far as just what it is as a sports entertainer, a wrestler, essentially. Because The Rock can go, but you can even see now sometimes, like, listen, man, it's not like riding a bike, bro.
Well, and like I talked about, Butters and I were on a call Monday night, kind of getting ready for the week as the whole final segment was happening. And I told Butters, as The Rock was walking down to the ring, I was like, I'm a little concerned. Rock really hasn't taken any bumps. There's been nothing against The Rock other than a slap. Man, I don't know how I feel about that. And then Cody starts laying into The Rock. I'm like, all right, wait, we might have something here. But my biggest issue with The Rock and why I agree with you when I say Roman's doing things better, because these are different now. Back then, and Triple H says it on the Pat McAfee show. Back then, when him, Rock, all these guys were coming up, and that Attitude Era, they were fighting for their lives.
Yeah.
So they were on every week. They were doing everything they could to be the best that they could. And now, Roman's pretty much saying, hey, I can be champion for 1,300 days. I can be, the hottest thing in wrestling today. You're only going to see me once every 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Right? I'm going to wrestle once every 8 weeks. I'm going to do more than you did in less time.
Yep. Dude, I literally, at Mania, I wore an Acknowledge Me shirt. Literally, like, random people were just putting their ones up.
Yeah.
Just walk. Like, it's not the cool thing to do, but deep down inside, everyone who even boos Roman likes Roman.
I think they respect Roman. I think there's a difference.
Respect, like, yeah, it's kind of like
because there's an old.
It ain't 2015 in Philly at Royal Rumble. That's what I'm saying.
Also, yes, I had a mug. It's an Undertaker mug, one of those novelty mugs they had years ago, and it said "Loved by few, hated by many, respected by all."
Yep.
And I think that line plays so much into Roman now. Right? There's very few people that love Roman.
Yeah.
A lot of people hate him right now.
And honestly, right now, if you look at him, listen, old boy look old. He looked tired. Yeah. It's more gray in the beard. Them pearly whites that he came back with at SummerSlam 2020 don't them bitches not even hitting the same. He looks like he is ready to go on a respite and get some R&R, bro. And then,
I said this, when he loses on Sunday, he's going away for a while.
What biography have they done 2+ hours on A&E for a current star that's not just a current star, but your current champion? Those are generally reserved for people who are not
anything to do with the business anymore.
Exactly. Yeah. This is it. Like, this could literally be his swan song.
Yep, exactly. And I'm excited why I haven't watched it. I saved it for this weekend because I want to take it all in. Right. I also, really quickly, I got the opportunity to watch it on Monday.
I haven't watched it yet.
What?
The Bray?
Yes.
Yeah. I've seen pieces on TikTok.
I will happily watch it again tomorrow, Butters. It was a great 2-hour thing. The last half an hour is a very hard watch. Emotionally. All I'm going to say
I've heard bits about it.
All I'm going to say is stay till the end.
I've heard about the end.
The very, very end.
Okay.
When you watch it next week, when we're on the air, we're breaking down WrestleMania and the night after WrestleMania. I hope that we're talking about what happened at the end of that documentary. Agreed. And I really think we are. I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Butters has to get over here. We've got to get set up for this weekend. Okay. We have so much going on. Guys, enjoy WrestleMania. Would you stop?
What is that?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on right now. Enjoy
Like he
WrestleMania.
was stuck.
We will see you guys tomorrow night when it's a 3-day in this very ring special event. You don't want to miss it. Tomorrow night, live reactions when WrestleMania goes on the air. We hope you enjoy it. Peace, love, joy. We are out of here. Happy WrestleMania weekend.
WrestleMania, baby.